authority. Ain't no need to question the authority.
Now it's the next man with pen in the sound booth. The record jacket says file under truth. It's 500 proof, so that no rhymer can doubt. You verbally impoverished MCs need a line handout, and my style stand out. Even when I'm sitting and when I'm spitting, I'm stretching your minds like the seventh inning, and my tails are winning over heads like penny flipping. MC ripping, leaving many dripping like skinny dipping. I use my microphone against any weapon. You faking half-stepping MCs should take a lesson. I'll make an impression like meteor showers and make Marvel comic heroes need all of their powers. I'll leave all you cowards sleeping with a nightlight. Go into therapy to try to kill your mic right. Keep it tight like Sasquatch and high heels. My mic rockin' so amazing I'm shocking eels.
Ain't no need to question the authority. Ain't no need to question the authority. Ain't no need to question the authority. Ain't no need to question the authority.
Penultimate, that bringer but the alternate. I'm sending kids into space just like Mulder's mother did. Leaving rappers stuttering when I start to utter scripts and save the day. Yes, it's safe to say I'm on some other shit. I'm fat like your upper lip after my lines punch. And like an SP sample in a Nestle, my rhymes crunch. I'm bending backs till y'all rappers get a hunch that if you're not bringing some tasty shit, then you're out to lunch. I'm about to launch to the stars under orders to make the aliens jump and knock our planet out of orbit. I battle entire solar systems and win my forfeit. That hardcore shit like crustaceans with rigor mortis. I'll put you on a torture rack and stretch your mind. I draw and quarter your rhymes and then I etch my lines. The my commandments carved into a tablet. I got so many rhymes I need a filing cabinet.
Ain't no need to question the authority. Ain't no need to question the authority. Ain't no need to question the authority. Ain't no need to question the authority.
It's the funk, flipper, tongue, twister. Vocals so hot when I breathe I get lung blisters. The sun eclipser, the boom bipster. Bringing apocalypse to mom, dad, and little sister. That spittle wizard, mystery mister. Ultimate smoking rappers with my scripture. I'm leading hip hop back to the land of the hipster. Kid, don't front, I'm in your ass like a sphincter. How many whack MCs you take to change a light fixture? They can't, you're too busy talking about how they'll stick you. I change your name to Serrano Reynolds, then I'll rip you. But don't get caught waiting for the change or I'll tip you. I'll topple your city with a 9 on the Richter. And that was just a mic check, now it's time to hit you. The beanball pitcher, the Beantown scripter. File my lyrics under worth 1,000 pictures.
Ain't no need to question the authority. Ain't no need to question the authority. Ain't no need to question the authority. Ain't no need to question the authority.
David McDaniel, 24 years old. I've been riding about 12 or 13 years, since like the 80s, which was popular. What else was there? Now I'm in San Diego, California. I've been there for about 3 years. Moved there to ride, pretty much. I was living in Tucson before that, going to the University of Arizona, and kind of unsure what I wanted to do, and I love to ride, and I was like, yeah, it'll take some time and give that a go. So I did, and it's been fun.
Well, you're riding in the pro class now, right?
Yeah, I just entered my first contest not too long ago, pro class, one of the IFL contests in New Jersey. It went well, I guess, under the circumstances. Get nervous, riding with all the big boys, but it was a lot of fun.
So what do you suppose made you like go, hey, I think I want to ride pro with this one?
Well, I think mainly, like, I don't really feel like I should be, but riding for two hip, I kind of feel obligated, you know, like, because everybody else on the team does, and that's what they expect pretty much. So, and they pay entry fees, which helps out, you know, like, so I don't have to lose the money for the big pro entry fee. So thanks to Ron Wilkerson on that one. I always think when Wilkerson, I think of his dreadlocks. Each one is a different color, like he had it that way for a while, and it just reminds me like the Flintstones, because he has one of those Fred Flintstone shirts, and it's just like too cartoon-like, with the Flintstones shirt.
Yeah?
But I know that was multiple words, doesn't really count, huh?
No, I don't care.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special bulletin from our interplanetary news.
Do you have a clue what you do?
Pay attention to the man with the blessing.
Do you have a clue what you do?
Pay attention to the man with the blessing.
Do you have a clue what you do?
Pay attention to the man with the blessing.
Do you have a clue what you do?
My main vantage point is I use live ammunition. I survive the restrictions that make my mic dosage addiction. Friction leads to fire, crews could get burned. How much ink I just injected is none of your concern. Unless you're on terms of understanding with the meager, eager to be meek so you can inherit the heater. I can tell you're not braced in the study of conflict. The graceful words of doom to pick my verse to be convict. I've seen other schools of thought teach a class. I stand the ground the colors of glass. It's Sunday mass, so I ask who plays the lead role of darkness in my cast.
What message do you have for the world?
Taste my torture. Sweet words from the warlock. A filthy-minded mongrel. Make sure the door's locked. I adore addiction. Bloodshed and depression. Flesh and skin cover my skull. Shine with aggression. Emerald eyes and golden strains. A painful voice, pale skin, and acid rain. Showers. Powerful stream of tears that trickle. I walk softly with the hammer and the sickle. A sick individual. High voltage assault. Hit with the battering round. Throwing heat with the catapult. Now add a jolt of electricity. Extreme wattage, a psycho in the forest with an axe that ransacks your cottage. It's hot up in this bitch. The weird and the wonderful, the circus has been pitched. Now wake up in the night, in a cold sweat and scream. Swollen members, English breakfast with Vadim.
Let's take a trip inside of my thoughts. Updating rappers, educating all. Let's take a trip inside of my thoughts. Updating rappers, educating all. Let's take a trip inside of my thoughts. Updating rappers, educating all. Let's take a trip inside of my thoughts.
I'm sorry, but you're going to have to repeat that in English.
When you feel the ground giving way, it's an S&M tradition. Take a trip inside of my thoughts for a collision. Thought patterns are scattered, you can't pick up the pieces. A faculty of poison once this venom releases. The intensity increases, glass clones get thrown. You shouldn't walk alone in a danger zone where change is known to rearrange your fleshy tone back to skull and bone.
What?
You knocking and no one's home. The cord's cut on the phone. The doorbell's got no tone. The ivy is overgrown. And rigor mortis resembles your body that's turned to stone. Heads get flown. An action that we condone.
Always like that now. Always like that now. Always like that now. Always like that. Always like that now.
know he did. Listen to me, honey, well, you know he did.
Sie
First started riding, I used to compete in competitions called UK BFA, which is like a UK version of what was the AFA at that time. And I used to have to do compulsory, stuff, and you had to do flatland and ramps in 1 minute. So and I think like the compulsories were you had to do a rollback, a switch round, that's kind of like where you ride along and then ride backwards and then ride out of it, a rock walk, which I always used to have trouble with for some reason, and an aerial is what they called it, and a frame stand, all in 1 minute. It was pretty lame, but it was, I guess. And then I was in under 12s at that time, and then as things progressed, things in England started getting away from the UK BFA competitions, and my dad actually, along with me, we came up with like how the King of Skate Parks used to be. We started out with a competition called King of Concrete, which is still running today, like 13 years later. And the basic idea of that was to get away from the compulsory element and just to have like a jam style format. We're pretty much, as far as I know, one of the first people to do it. And that's basically how it's evolved competition wise. Riding wise is crazy. I mean, from balancing tricks, for me it's evolved from balancing tricks to Switzerland squeakers, stuff like that, and then the whiplash stuff came in, so kind of learned all that stuff, and then where like now it's like a combination of everything. That's what I try to do with my flatland. The tricks that I've made up have come from like accidents really. Like I'll be doing a trick and then it'll go into something else completely unplanned, and I'll just think, oh, if I tried that a little bit harder I could get to that. And then I did like G-turn into X-up cowboy squeak on a pedal. I did that for a few years, but scuffing, and now I do it all with one kick and then kind of tail whip round and do it with bars X and then go back again, one kick again and then come out. So that evolved like that, and then I did G-strings into the cowboy X-up thing as well, and like G-turn into cowboy X-up, one kick straight into a hitchhiker combo. Things like that, like that's the way I do it personally. And then there's like some tricks that I've worked on for like 6 months. G-string to backwards half-packer, that's one of my dream tricks, and I finally pulled it like 6 months ago, so I'm pretty stoked with that. Back when I was 15, I used to make a zine called Totally Intense, and I made 36 issues of that magazine, and Mark Noble, who's actually the editor of Ride UK magazine, used to contribute photos, and we used to trade back and forth. I would do stories for Ride magazine, and then I guess when I went to university I stopped doing the zine, and because I didn't have enough time, plus riding as well, and from there I started doing stuff for the magazine, and now it's evolved into a job. Plus a lot of people don't really see all sides of the sport, so I try and push the flatland side as much as I can to a lot of people in Europe, more the UK, but magazine sells to Europe, so flatland scene's pretty big, so it's definitely worth a market, so they put a lot of stuff in, so it's going pretty good at the moment. And it enables me to go to all the competitions as well, which is nice. Since I started riding, I always wanted to win the World Championships, and I won the World Championships when I was 14 in expert, and then after I won that I always wanted to win pro flatland, and the second year that I was pro flat at the World Championships, I won that one. That was my hardest wish, because ever since then it's got harder and harder. So I think once you win a competition, it's harder to step up and stay at that level. So like now, my wish, now I'd love to win the Worlds again.
When you leave, shut the door. Don't wanna talk about it anymore. When you're gone, don't forget to leave the light on. When you go, please say goodbye to me. Will I go alone? Will you stand by me and follow your conviction? You don't try me, you don't help. 5 years to this day, still you walked away and left me cold-blooded. I hear you, but I can't make out the words. When you leave, shut the door. Don't wanna talk about it anymore. When you're gone, don't forget to leave the light on. When you go, please say goodbye to me. Can you see it through? Will you turn your head on everything we stood for? The dream that we once shared. And now we turn the page. Another day goes by, we move in new directions. Still hear you, but I can't make out the words. Yeah. When you leave, shut the door. Don't wanna talk about it anymore. When you're gone, don't forget to leave the light on. When you go, please say goodbye to me.
1, 3. Yeah, raise the beat and turn me down a little bit. That's how it goes. Check it out. Yo, let me melt into the air, morph into what you can hear. James appears after obvious. Clouds of smoke, I bet you felt it through the snare. What you do here remains clear, peep them obvious. Clouds of smoke, I had to rhyme, inevitably intertwined. Infinite, meticulous, internal lyric infrastructure is the articulate discusser. Mustard gas combusted, use your lungs, inhale the obvious. Clouds of smoke, paragraphs of plutonium. Collide and detonate, designated agenda. Scatter your cells through outer space, after which you got to wait 100 million centuries for your molecules to reconverge and form an entity. Once again, those obvious clouds of smoke scar your throat, provoke you to choke. I hope you know and highlight spoken quotes. I style right, you file is obvious after 2020 hindsight. Yo, didactic, cause you might learn from this. I ain't preaching to y'all, I'm just speaking to y'all. Compulsory, them flows be all up in my gut. It's just my behavior, tell you what. Hey yo, didactic, cause you might learn from this. I ain't preaching to y'all, I'm just speaking to y'all. Compulsory, them flows be all up in my gut. It's just my behavior, tell you what. I had to rhyme, creatively combine my colloquials, innovatively splinter those Pinocchios into toothpicks. By the chainsaws, I brainstorm who gets ruthless. Obviously, I remain on point like skin during acupuncture sessions. I recline at nighttime on a better spike, so I'm on point when I be sleeping right, snoozing right, receiving nice. Subconscious freestyles and speak it out loud, my acts reveal. Knots from blows, I landed at random, twice like cranks on tandem bikes. Thrice like trikes for little tykes, 4 times for raw rhymes that thaw through cold mics. Sure, I'm a whole dice, squeeze and release. Sniper style, you feel the words way before you hear the beat compiled. Yo, with conviction, didactic diction. I'm spitting in rhythm, I'm glad you stopped to listen. Yo, didactic, yo, didactic.
Obvious. Obvious. I ain't your average hip hopper. Obvious. I ain't your average hip hopper. Obvious. I ain't your average hip hopper. Obvious. I ain't your average hip hopper.
Yo, let me melt into the air. Melt into the air. James appears after obvious. Clouds of smoke. I bet you felt it through the snare. Felt it through the what you do here, peep them obvious. Clouds of smoke. I had to rhyme. Why else would I be compelled to rap, shadow battle myself in hopes that it'll help us to prattle? I heard like cattle, y'all got beef and that's okay. I'm in the steak and MC murder race to say the least. And once again, after obvious clouds of smoke, I'm filled with a force field of words and a sort of syllables to serve those who deserve to be dismantled verbally. I heard this CD and it sounded like dirt. 13, I make a move like hydraulics. I bet you I have the water pressure. Take you somewhere, some swear order, let my lecture leave you there eternally. Your concern should be how to stop my diabolics. Returning to the plot that I was talking, I go off on tangents, often morphing topics to heal like antibiotics. I toss logic in the midst of the chaotic and get frustrated, melancholic. Used to rock it on your block, outdated or raiders. Obviously, perpetrators don't touch the mic. Pretenders must surrender to premeditated, spontaneous combustion. Once the dust lingers, you can't assess nothing. I was shrouded in cloak. So your crew's in pieces, and your art's in pieces, and your mind and your heart's in pieces. Evoking emotion, you compare to being frozen, knowing that I follows obvious. Clouds of smoke is didactic, cause you might learn from this. I ain't preaching to y'all, I'm just speaking to y'all compulsory. Them flows be all up in my gut, it's just my behavior, tell you what. Hey, yo, didactic, cause you might learn from this. I ain't preaching to y'all, I'm just speaking to y'all compulsory. Them flows be all up in my gut, it's just my behavior, tell you what. My behavior tell you what. That sounds like the end to me. That's all the words I have to lace this track with. No more rhymes, no more verses. Kid Koala on the cut. DJ Prime cuts. Vadim one could cut. What the hell happened? Y'all keep messing with me. Was up the stage. Mark B. And the scratch perverts. Getting freaky with it. This is straight flavor, straight the second level of flavor from Maryland, DC, Gaithersburg, Virginia area. Cause nobody comes from there. Word. I hope y'all tilling y'all gardens, cause that's all you got to do. Alright, and we out.
Staring at the wall, don't even try to tame me. You're not part of
Start off in a workaway position, give a couple good scuffs backwards, and pull up into reverse rolling steamroller. Then when you start to get comfortable with that, that's when you begin to launch for the tire Gently push the bars forward, throw the seat a little bit, and reach for the tire, all keeping your body in line at the same time. Once rolling backwards in the hitchhiker position, a lot of the balancing should be done with your upper torso as your legs should just stay comfortably bent. Once it's time to pull out of the backward rolling hitchhiker, you want to stay centered, move the bike around where you want it to, and then essentially you want to be in the rolling backward half-hike position. Then when it's time, let the back end down and then ride out however you choose. Ride along forwards, push up into a forward crawl cruiser position. Keep the bike straight. This is very important. Then when it's time, aim your remaining foot onto the peg and give the bars a small push as you grab the back tire. We're now rolling in the hitchhiker position. When it's time to pull out of the hitchhiker, what you want to do is start off easing the bike back into the half-hike position. Then, taking your inside foot, your right foot off the peg, placing it on the back rear peg as you sit the bike back down on two wheels again, bracing all your weight mostly onto the seat. To do this, you do a very quick and snappy fire hydrant. In one motion, put your other foot on the front peg, grab for the back tire, and straighten everything out so the bike is now in a vertical position, the hitchhiker, a spinning one. In the spinning position, what I find works best is tightening your body. I sort of keep my one hand extended in the air to help the spin faster, but you'll just find ways about it that you can keep your body tight and the spin will last longer. It's about being as efficient on your spin as you can. Riding out of this one is pretty tough. I find that just yanking out of it's the best way. A lot of people are going out of it in a juggler position, but what I've done here is just out the Carl Cruiser. Same idea as a hitchhiker, but as soon as you get to where you want to step your foot back onto the back peg, kind of twist a bit to the left, and I find that sort of stops your spin.
What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor early in the morning? Way hey, up she rises, way hey, up she rises, way hey, up she rises early in the morning. Shave his belly with a rusty razor, shave his belly with a rusty razor, shave his belly with a rusty razor early in the morning. Way hey, up she rises, way hey, up she rises, way hey, up she rises early in the morning. Throw him in the back of the paddy wagon, throw him in the back of the paddy wagon, throw him in the back of the paddy wagon early in the morning. Way hey, up she rises, way hey, up she rises, way hey, up she rises early in the morning. What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor early in the morning? Way hey, up she rises, way hey, up she rises, way hey, up she rises early in the morning. Throw him in a hole with a captain's daughter, throw him in a hole with a captain's daughter, throw him in a hole with a captain's daughter early in the morning. Way hey, up she rises, way hey, up she rises, way hey, up she rises early in the morning. Throw him in the lockup till he's sober, throw him in the lockup till he's sober, throw him in the lockup till he's sober early in the morning. Way hey, up she rises, way hey, up she rises, way hey, up she rises early in the morning.
Sexy?
Hey! What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor early in the morning? Way hey, up she rises, way hey, up she rises, way hey, up she rises early in the morning. Way hey, up she rises, way hey, up she rises, way hey, drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor early in the morning?
I only slap you as hard as I'll slap myself.